Fallout 4 is a game rated M by the ESRB. Hello and welcome back to more StephenPlays Fallout 4. On the last episode, we entered Vault 75, on episode 175, and then hit level 75. How did that happen? I have no idea. That was super weird, but your comments were the ones that told me that, which means yes, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. The pre-recording session is over. I had a wonderful trip. As a reminder, I was all over the U.S. Mal and I drove from South Carolina all the way up to Wisconsin and spent quite a bit of time with her family. Mal had not been home being Appleton, Wisconsin, in almost 4 years. So she got to see some extended family she hasn't seen in a long time. It was a really great experience. And then on the way home, we actually took a huge detour over to Western Maryland and West Virginia, which is where my family is from. And Mal got to meet them, and it was just a really cool time, and it was a really great experience for both of us. That'll be coming out on Stephen Vlog at some point in the future, but for now, I'm back. I have read all of the comments, as I do, from all of the episodes that were pre-recorded. A lot of great tips, including a bunch from last episode that said, "There's a key, how did you not see it? It's literally glowing." To which I say, I have no idea. I looked around this room to figure out what it went to, and I discovered that there is a safe underneath the bed, which gives us not a whole lot, but a few things, so we'll go ahead and grab those. Already checked the trunk, not really interested in the... Okay, I'll take the soap. And we're done here. As far as I know, we are done here. There was also a lot of theories regarding this place. Maybe that this was actually where the gunners originated from, and that the gunners that we were fighting used to be the kids that were in the vault. I mean, both of those theories actually seem fairly sound to me. It's pretty interesting to think about. Alright, so what are we doing next? Well, to be honest, there's not a lot we can do. It's time to get back into the main missions again. I also told you guys that I would be doing that when I got back, and I'm keeping that promise. The first thing we need to do is head back to Sanctuary to drop off all this stuff.
I took care of the raiders that were harassing that settlement you sent me to. The people there have decided to join our cause.
That's great news. One day, we'll be strong enough to drive that scum out of the Commonwealth for good. As usual, I've got something else for you to look into. Maybe you can find out where those bastards are coming from and put a stop to it.
Never-ending missions, yeah.
I rescued that kidnapped settler. We've got another settlement on our side now.
Good. Another win for the Minutemen. Keep it up. Pretty soon we'll have the whole Commonwealth behind us. If you've got time, something else has come up. I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened by raiders.
Okay. It seems like you always do, buddy. Just gonna back away slowly now. So what's the new one? I got the one that was Warwick's. The other one showing up. Is it?
Another settlement has sent word that
oh my god.
help. Here's the location. Get there as soon as you can. We promised them we'd be there when they needed us.
My god, the slog? I was just at the slog. Alright, well I'm not doing those things right now. That's not the purpose of my thing. What, Warwick Homestead? Is that new? No, I guess I've been there before. Interesting, I don't remember. You may have noticed that I grabbed a new companion. Wilma Lori!
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Can we play fetch?
Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me?
Can you fetch me an enemy?
Any bad guys around, buddy?
Good. That's something I don't want you to find. As I stated earlier, we are going to be doing the molecular level today. You guys have been very helpful in giving me the feedback I need to feel comfortable moving forward, so I know that I'm not ruining anything, because I'm trying to stay fairly neutral for a long time so I can get more of the game done, which I think is a good thing to aim for when you're doing a Let's Play that's this long. Now what we have to do is we have to go back to Virgil, but before we do, why not level up? We've got 2 level ups. We've been using a lot of VATs. There was a comment recently that said maybe you should think about doing Action Boy. Your action points regenerate 25% faster, which would be helpful. We already finished science. We finished a lot of the ones I was really curious about. If we're traveling with Wilma, Attack Dog would be helpful, but also these are points that are harder and harder to come by, and we won't be with Wilma, I'm sure, forever. Awareness, 5% increase, that seems weird. I don't want that. Bloody Mess, Mysterious Stranger, and we still have more Critical Banker. I think what I'm going to do is, I am going to take one on Action Boy. Getting action points faster seems like definitely a pro to me. Being able to do more damage in combat seems like a pro as well. So I think I might take Bloody Mess as well. I've really enjoyed having Critical Banker, and certainly there's another perk that I can put into that later. But for now, I think I'm good. Still more levels to gain. The game is not over yet. Return to Virgil, who resides out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's go, and let's take Wilma. Am I safe in here? I'm not taking rads in here, right? I don't think so. Alright, don't shoot me. You remember me? No?
Protect and serve.
Okay. Virgil! Virgil, you in here? Hey, man.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Man, Grit Jones always gets what he needs.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry, they just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
This device, this will get me into the Institute?
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to make it in there for both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Done and done. Thanks, Virgil.
Don't you have work to be doing?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Or girl? Who's a good girl? It's just Grit calls you boy because it didn't let you choose the sex of the dog, unfortunately. Alright, I've got things to do, and at this point I'm allowed to call on 3 of the factions, whoever I want. Signal Interceptor should get me inside the building, but I'll need help building it, so I have to decide if I want help from the Railroad, Minutemen, or Brotherhood. Based on your comments, I've learned, thankfully, that it doesn't actually matter. Like, different things happen, apparently, but no matter what, you don't piss off any other faction by going with one of them. So I'm just gonna go with the Railroad. So now that I'm here, not sure if there's any other last-minute missions anyone has for me.
City is under opposition control.
But I guess I'm probably good, and I'll just talk to Desdemona.
Desdemona.
Do you need something?
Sorta.
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
So that's what the Courser chip was all about. You needed that frequency, I take it. Why? What does this machine do?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter called the Molecular Relay?
We've spent dozens of years and too many good agents' lives only to discover not a goddamn thing. And now we have the answer, thanks to you. Teleportation. That the Institute could build something so... But we've got work to do. This is our top priority now. I want Tinker Tom to help you in any way possible to get this device built.
Sounds good to me. You might be wondering why I decided Railroad specifically. Well, for one, I don't really like the Brotherhood. Sorry if you're gunning for Brotherhood. I have big issues with the Elder Maxon. And then between Desdemona and Preston Garvey, well, I love Preston, I really do. In fact, literally, I am his lover. But he's a bit of an idiot, and I really don't like talking to him. So Desdemona was the last-minute choice for me. Tinker Tom should be able to help me get this thing set up.
Ready to hand over the plans? This is the big one.
The big one.
Do you think you can decipher them?
I won't know until I get a look-see.
There you go. Let's see what we need.
Hold up. Who wrote this? Some kid with a crayon? Shit. Must have been a real big kid. Oh, man. Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Those Institute eggheads are crazy.
And you can divert the signal using a heavily modified relay interception. Like a pirate broadcast, you know? That's intense.
Can you build it, Tom?
The plans cover all the high-end egghead shit, but they're missing a ton of engineering details. Filling in the gaps will take time. This bit here, the stabilized reflector platform, just needs some high-grade metal. Easy. Psh, by the time you finish that, I'll have the rest done.
What's it going to take to build it?
We can scrounge up the platform components you need. No problem.
But where to build it? It's gonna need some serious space. This baby's big.
It should fit over at Mercer's safe house. Pam's already given that place her full blessing. I'll flag some runners to deliver the components there.
Well, that was easy enough. Thanks, Tinker Tom.
Hey there.
The boys have been working on some new toys. Want to take a look?
No.
Not now.
You got it.
Now's really not the time to sell me stuff. Speaking of Pam, I haven't talked to Pam in a while. I wonder how she's doing. Drummer boy,
Tinker Tom's cooking up something. I hope it goes better than last time.
You have anything for me?
Hi.
Up there, assume you're being watched. Always.
Core assumption failure. Reformatting data arrays based on teleportation viability.
Whatever you say, Pam. Whatever you say. Looks like we need to get over to Mercer's safe house.
I don't know how much more I got of this.
Hi?
Hey, caretaker.
What was that? Oh, nothing.
You can relax, man. You're good. We took care of everything. Got this place outfitted. Looks pretty safe. Dogmeat found something. Oh. What did you find, Dogmeat? What the... What do you... Did you just find 7 caps?
Heads up. How you doing, buddy?
How do I praise you?
Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
Beautiful. You're great. You're the best. I forgot that Dogmeat can do that. Like, Dogmeat can just wildly run after stuff and show you where free money is? Kind of strange. Alright, so things I need to do. Special, probably? Stabilized reflector platform. Okay, it requires some space, but then also electricity. Boom. Okay. It requires any sort of power? Really? Like, anything? Alright, power. Generators. I don't have the necessary components. So they sent over the gear necessary to build the platform, but not to build anything else. And apparently I have not made a route to Mercer's safe house from Sanctuary. So what I need to do is probably make a robot that can haul stuff over here, get this thing hooked up, and then go talk to Tinker Tom. I got this far and I built this thing, but I can't attach a wire to it. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? And then I realize there's no way to attach a wire to this. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, so when in doubt, go talk to Tinker Tom, I guess.
Randolph Safe House has got another dead drop for you.
Oh! Okay. Pretty sure there's 6 of those missions, so that is something we'll have to work on. Thanks, Drummer Boy. I don't know why you didn't tell me earlier. Tinker Tom, wake up.
Excuse me.
Come on. Get up. Time to get up. And there we go.
You got the platform built yet? Tick-tock, tick-tock. I'm waiting for the good news.
You figure out the rest of the plans?
Oh yeah, man. I squared away the science with the engineering. We should be in business, but I want to run the numbers again just to be sure. You finished the platform?
I did it. The platform's constructed.
And I filled in the blanks on the blueprints. We can actually build this crazy thing. The science of this monstrosity is wow. But fortunate for us, the ingredients pretty common. But there's 3 specialty items that I just can't grab from our safe houses. You find those, and we'll knock down the gates of hell.
Okay. So I need 3 things.
How's the Interceptor actually work?
Then let me impart some science to you. We got 4 main parts. Need a control console to input the code and process your biological information. No problem. Easy. Second up, a relay dish. That's the bit that intercepts the teleporter signal, man. A molecular beam emitter to, scramble your molecules up for the transmission. After that, just wire everything together on the same power grid, and boom! This thing's gonna suck up juice like a blood bug on a Brahmin.
Thanks, Tom. I'll find them.
I don't doubt it for 1 minute. After you get the gettables, meet me at the build site.
Now I'm going to guess that half of that crap that we need we already have, especially now that we've connected Taffington Boathouse to Sanctuary.
Hi.
Hey man, need help with the signal interceptor? This thing is gonna be huge. We'll finally learn about what the Institute's really up to, man.
How are we going to build this control console?
Every last one of your atoms and molecules need to be categorized, then translated into a pure digital feed.
Hey, that's a crazy mashed up combo of biology and computer science. Genius, right? Hospitals got the equipment you need. Hey man, need help with the signal interceptor?
Right. Not sure how we're going to build this relay dish.
That one's not bad. Old radio stations got those. You know, communication equipment. So radio stations, radar arrays, those type of places.
Hey there.
Hey man, need help with the signal interceptor? This thing is gonna...
I could use your help finding parts for the beam emitter.
We need some high-tech shit for that. A military-grade circuit board. Hit up any army base. That should get you in business.
Nice little extra dialogue from Tinker Tom for that, but I'm pretty sure I bet we have nearly all of that stuff already. So let's head back to Mercer Safe House. So we're back. Tinker Tom is here. Tinker Tom.
All along,
Excuse me.
bastards have been
Hey, man.
teleporting
Need help
personnel
with
to
the
the
signal
surface.
interceptor?
Is there
This thing's
nothing
gonna
they
be
can't do?
We'll finally learn about what the Institute...
Oh, it sounds like you're going to say the same things you've been saying. All right, well, in that case, I probably have the necessary equipment. Special. Let's see here. Artillery piece? No. Control console. So we need a control console. I was told that we need one of those, and we can build that. So, here. I bought pod. We don't need that. Molecular beam emitter. Oh, which goes around the outside of this. Sure. We need that. We also need a relay dish. I guess I'll just shoot over here. Does it matter? I don't know if it matters. And that's it. But they've all got to be powered. 20, 5, and this doesn't say, which is a little odd. So we're going to need something with a lot of power, aka not this. We're going to need something with a bit of oomph. This produces 100. It produces 155. My god, it seems a little overkill. But we do need something that has a lot, and this, while using up a lot of components, would probably meet the needs that we have. I just sit it here. Seems good. Attach wire. So we need a wire to this thing. We need a wire to this thing. We need a wire to the computer, I'm sure. We did it. Holy crap, you guys. 176 episodes, but we are going to the Institute. Tinker Tom seems really excited. Got some fun buttons there?
Aye. We are in business.
Status report.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
What?
Patriot?
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him, so we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
How can I contact him if you know nothing about him?
Patriot devised a method to communicate with us one way. The plan hinges on us using this method to close the loop and contact him back.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
How do I infiltrate them?
You're going to have to sell them a lie. It's best to stick as close to the truth as possible. And you're going to have to think on your feet. We don't know what's waiting for you. If you make it at all.
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
This frequency
man.
is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Holy crap, this is happening. We are doing this. This is a thing that is happening.
We're gonna have to cut a few corners with the scan.
Alright, I don't even know. You probably can't even come with me, dog meat. Alright. Just gonna, you know, quick save in case something goes terribly awry. As it's capable of doing. You really need to sit down and have a drink, buddy. Alright, here goes nothing. Are we good?
So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths, about the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RL. We got it.
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now.
Oh my god. I think it worked. It looks like I'm in. Also, I like the railroad, I truly do. But But they're trying to push their own agendas on me, and I have one that I'm working out for myself, and it's called Finding My Son. I don't really know what to expect here, but I need to approach this as if everyone is non-hostile. Because right now I don't know anything. So far the Institute looks... Well, to be honest, I don't really know what I was expecting. It looks a little futuristic, but also it's got that post-apocalyptic Fallout 4 feel. Pencils. Okay, well, not too futuristic. Weird things moving. Undamaged camera.
Hello.
What?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Institutionalized. Enter the elevator. Stabilizer. Can I have this stuff? Weird looking med kit. Computer terminal. I just want to see what's on this. Institute Central Network. View access log. Recent access. Huh. And that's it. Nothing else to it. What is this? Emergency relay button. Okay, I don't know what that does, so I probably shouldn't go around pushing buttons that I don't want to push. Like, pretty much everyone, all of the factions up to this point have told me that the Institute is evil, the Institute is bad, but I want to hear it from the source, you know, because maybe this is all a big, I don't know, misunderstanding or something, you know, maybe there's more to this place. I don't know, but I'm not going to go in guns blazing.
Busted.
Can't go in there. An Institute jumper. Huh. Yeah, I'll take that. In case I want to look the part, I guess. Button, push. This is a pretty freaking cool elevator, though. Alright, we're going down. Sweet.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us.
Exactly.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Wow. Oh my god, this place is huge.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Okay, so clearly I've been watched, because they know all about me. They know I'm here for my son. They know that everything about them, you know, that I hear from the surface is probably different than what they actually do. But also, I'm very skeptical because that guy is a little creepy. How moist do you want it? That's the real question. A lot of fancy buttons. Strange. Okay, can't interact with this. This requires a key. Huh. It's just wild to me that there's an entire section of the game that we have never even gotten to until now. Tweezers, spanner, applicator. Requires key. Okay, how do I... Where do I go?
Can't pick this. No way to pick this.
I'm confused. Where is it you want me to... Did you drop me off at this floor for no reason? Because that's weird, man. Oh my god, it's Shaun. I didn't even consider that for a minute. I like got off the elevator and I was like, yeah, they got some kid in the glass thing. Holy crap. Really? That seems kind of anticlimactic, doesn't it? It's like, oh, by the way, you get off the elevator on the 3rd floor and then your son's there. You know, the one that you've been spending hundreds of hours trying to locate?
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun, is that really you?
Who are you?
Shaun, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Shaun, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Shaun? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Shaun.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun.
Oh my god.
I am your son.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Yeah, how is a good question.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Wow. This is a lot to take in. But I guess it makes sense. You know, I was frozen for the time between Shaun getting kidnapped and me getting out again.
This really is a matter of importance.
Yes, thank you, Shaun. By the way, you're still Shaun. You don't get to be called father, not by me.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Holy crap. That was wild. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Get a lot on my mind. Man, so like, it's in some ways it does seem like he's dismissive, but I also have to remind myself it's been 60 years. Like, he has had time to cope with this, and like he said, Grit is dealing with this on a much shorter scale. Should I give the Institute a chance? I think yes. Everything I've heard about the Institute so far treats them as the boogeymen, and I want to hear what they're doing. I want to see what they're doing with my own two eyes. You know, every faction has got some good and evil, to an extent, about them. I guess it'll just be, you know, a little time to do some of these missions and meet some of these people and see what the Institute is truly about. Make some decisions for ourselves. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time for more StephenPlays Fallout 4.